आज हम माहिम बीच पे आए हैं which is one of India's most polluted beaches. हर साल millions of tons of plastic is ending up in our beaches and this has astronomical impacts on our environment and human health, which is just shocking. India is actually the #1 plastic polluter in the entire world. But why is so much plastic pollution ending up at this beach? तो आज हम आए हैं यहाँ पे देखने के लिए कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है. And guys, seriously, there's so much plastic in here that it has like merged into into the sand. Like, what the fuck? So join me, let's check it out. So today we are meeting with Malhar Kalambe, who is the founder of Beach Please India. This organization literally comes every single week and they are cleaning up all of the plastic that is ending up at this beach. मैं जानना चाहती हूँ that what is the government doing? Why is it that citizens of India have to come and clean this beach and the government isn't doing anything? Why is this the case? So today we're going to meet with Malhar, understand कि यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं और हम क्या कर सकते हैं to make a greener and cleaner India. So let's see what's happening. Abhishek?
Yes.
And your name?
Panesha.
Acha,
Yeah,
acha.
you'll be there in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Hi! Who are you? What's wrong? Okay. So Malhar, ये situation माहिम बीच पे ये क्यों है ऐसा? इतना सारा प्लास्टिक यहाँ पे कैसे आ जाता है?
जिस जगह पे हम फिलहाल खड़े हैं उसे मीठे रिवर कहते हैं. मीठे रिवर इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट एसेंशियल रिवर्स फॉर मुंबई.
Okay.
एक 18 किलोमीटर लॉन्ग रिवर है
Oh wow.
जो पवई और बिहार लेक से ओरिजिनेट होती है. एंड वेयर वी आर स्टैंडिंग राइट नाउ इट्स द एंड ऑफ द रिवर वेयर इट मीट्स द ओशन. While it flows through the city, it flows through Dharavi, Kudla, Andheri. And the problem with the Meethe River is that the 70% of the bank of the Meethe River has communities and industries.
Okay.
So these industries directly dump their trash into the river. If you see the trash at the Dadar beach or the Mahim beach or maybe Bandra,
हाँ.
the Meethe River is the source of the waste through which these beaches get polluted.
But ये जो आप कह रहे हैं कि इंडस्ट्रीज डंप कर रहे हैं बीच में, इंडस्ट्रीज डंप क्यों कर रहे हैं? इनको अलाउड क्यों है डंप करने के लिए?
Because if you see most of these settlements are illegal.
हाँ.
The approach roads जो इनके communities में जाते हैं वो काफ़ी
हाँ.
छोटी होती है.
हाँ.
So instead of walking and taking those efforts and putting the trash into the dustbins, it's more convenient to dispose of the waste into the river. Secondly, जो industrial waste होता है उसे decompose करने के लिए, dispose करने के लिए, you have to pay charges to the municipal local authorities. So to save up on those costs, ये चीज़ें होती हैं.
Wow. Okay.
And ironically, if you see, मीठी का meaning होता है sweet,
Yeah.
but it is not sweet anymore. If you look at the color of the
It's-
water, it's completely black.
It looks toxic. It looks like if I step foot in this right now, हमें कुछ disease या कुछ हो जाएगा.
Absolutely. And couple of years ago, this entire place was used as a fishing place.
Wow.
The number of fishes have gone down drastically because
Yeah.
of the pollution. And the major challenge is that आप solid waste तो उठा लोगे, but what do you do with the industrial effluents?
Yeah.
For which you need STPs.
Yeah. तो मल्हार, जो हम सब ज़ोमैटो, ब्लिंकिट सब ऑर्डर करते हैं बिना सोचे, आई फील लाइक मुझे थोड़ा गिल्टी फीलिंग हो रहा है बिकॉज आई फील लाइक दैट्स दिस.
Absolutely. So काफ़ी लोग मुझे कहते हैं कि we are using paper bags or we are using bamboo toothbrush. But I think the biggest problem that we need to address here is that overconsumption. आप किसी भी चीज़ का अगर over consume करोगे, it is definitely not going to be good for the environment and it's not sustainable. So we also have to be mindful अगर आप sustainable चीज़ें use भी करो like eco-friendly products, it shouldn't be over consumed.
Why is the government not doing more or anything to clean this beach up? Like why is it कि आप लोगों को आना पड़ता है बीच को साफ करने के लिए और गवर्नमेंट साफ नहीं कर रहा है बीच को?
See, when you talk about any country, let's take an example of India. What is India? India is not just any political leadership. India is made up of people like you and me.
Yeah.
So I personally believe the citizens represent the country.
Of course.
See, it's very easy to blame the authorities that the rivers are polluted and there is so much of trash on the beaches, which they are responsible for cleaning. But I also believe it's the citizens who are going and littering. Because we come across so many people who have this mindset that we pay the taxes, it's not our job to pick up trash.
Yeah.
I'll explain you this with an example. If you see, there are around 2 crore people living in Mumbai, approximately. And if you see the number of people that are working with the municipal authority taking care of the cities, around 10 to 15 lakhs. If you do the math, that's inadequate. So it basically means that we cannot just keep throwing trash. And India is the largest democracy in the world. What does it basically mean? It means participation with the government. And participation does not always mean just going and casting your vote in every 5 years. It also means doing something in your daily life for the betterment of the country. So I think before we blame the authorities, we should also look at our behavior, how we are behaving as a citizen, and then only we have the right to blame the authorities for it.
Hi, sweetie.
I've realized one thing: every time you try to bring about some change, you address an issue and work towards it.
Yeah.
These issues are so complex; it will lead you to another issue,
Yeah.
which will lead you to the next one, and it's like a never-ending.
That's
complex
always the case, Malhar, like the health crisis and the misinformation crisis, and there's just so many, and then you start uncovering this, and then this, and then this, you know?
Absolutely. So unfortunately, all the trash that we collect during the cleanups goes to the landfills, and I'll tell you why. You see this waste, there's so much of plastic here entangled. This needs to be segregated into different types of
How
plastics.
would you segregate this?
Exactly, the question is. Then clean it, dry it, and then send it for recycling, which is not practically possible,
Yeah.
neither economically viable.
Yeah.
Look at this.
So then what can be done with this?
The only thing, it can go to the landfills. There's nothing else, which is why segregation at source is the most important thing.
All right, let's go clean up this beach. This is like shocking, Malhar. I'm like genuinely shocked. And I feel like this makes me feel so responsible as like part of the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm one of the more conscientious people with like what I eat, being a vegan and trying to be as eco-friendly as possible. But then I know that I contribute to this, you know? So
I think each one of us is responsible for this. We are individually and collectively responsible for this.
absolutely. Like when I see how much packaging comes out of my house, you know, when people send me things, or if I order something online, or if I order like khana, for example, I could very easily have made khana, or I could have walked to the store to buy it. But for convenience, I'll just order something on Zomato. I'll just order it online, you know. But I'm really part of the problem.
But you're also part of the solution. That's more important. I think.
Yeah.
There was a movie called Rang De Basanti, and that's
मुझे
one of
मालूम है आमिर खान.
my favorite movies.
Yeah.
So उसमें एक dialogue है कि कोई देश perfect नहीं होता,
हाँ.
उसे बेहतर बनाना पड़ता है.
हाँ.
So I think all of us are working for that. Like all of us want a clean India,
All of us want a clean India. That is the thing.
and also a more sustainable India.
Oh my God. So interestingly, with fishing nets, over 1 million tons of fishing nets are discarded into the ocean every single year. And in some areas, over 75% of the plastic pollution is coming just from fishing nets. If you look at this, I mean, this is just, imagine 1 million tons of this floating around in the ocean. Imagine what impact this is having on the marine life. Like, this is shocking. If you get stuck in this, you are not getting out of it. This is terrible, guys.
तो ये जो आपका फिशिंग नेट है ये कितने टाइम के लिए यूज़ होता है?
ये कि अभी डाला तो जगह फट भी जाता है. इधर बड़ा बड़ा जहाज है, जाल मार लेगा तो जहाज के ऊपर से जाल के ऊपर जा रहे हैं, फिर फट जाता है.
तो जब फट जाता है फिर उसके साथ क्या करते हैं?
वही डोरी निकल के फेंक देता है, फेंक जाला.
अच्छा,
रस्सी निकल के
हाँ,
मांस फेंक देने का है.
अच्छा. लेकिन अगर पूरा खराब हो जाता है फिर इसके साथ क्या कर सकते हैं?
बेचते हैं हम लोग.
बेचते हैं?
हाँ, लेने वाले आते
कौन
हैं.
खरीदता है?
ये गुजरात से कोई आता है
अच्छा,
लेने वाला,
ये खरीदने के
ये
लिए?
जहाँ है लेते.
अच्छा.
फिर कंपनी ज़्यादा लगता है वो शायद.
अच्छा, तो इसको फेंकते नहीं हैं
हाँ,
आप?
फेंकते नहीं हम लोग. ऊपर
अच्छा।
निकल के फिर हम लोग प्लास्टिक लेने को आते हैं, जाल लेने को, उनको बेचते हैं हम लोग.
अच्छा, ओके. जो हम देख रहे हैं आज, it is a failure of our government, a failure of systems, a failure of corporations. But we can't sit around waiting for someone to come and fix it. The change starts with us. तो हमें शुरू करना है. We have to stop using plastic. We have to start recycling. We have to start segregating our waste. Instead of just throwing everything away, we have to segregate it. We have to think about it. Join local cleanup drives. हर सिटी में, I guarantee आपकी सिटी में लोग हैं जो आके ये क्लीनिंग कर रहे हैं, उनको ज्वाइन कीजिए. आप अपना अवेयरनेस बढ़ाइए इसके बारे में, and we will bring the change. It is possible, but the change has to start from here.